Hi everybody, tonight I will present you Happy Lovey Bear. First we will start by casting on the machine by going one in the front, one in the back of each needle for the first row. Very important. If you don't do that, you're gonna drop stitch all over after. So after you finish your first row, you're able to go and crank like this. I got the idea since I did my last minute bear around Christmas time, and tonight I did this one. So when your work start touching the table, you roll it like this to prevent drop stitch. So now it's time to prepare to cast off. To cast off, I cut the yarn, open the yarn feeder, close it. Very important to crank your machine again to release your stitch from it. There, and you stop just before the yarn feeder. And then with your wool needle, you will pick up each stitches, because if you miss one, you will end up with a drop stitch. There, so I will put that a little bit faster. The video will be 20 minutes, so make sure you put all the numbers in your notebook and grab something to drink. There, that's done. Put that aside. Like this. And you will close the tube ends by pulling on the yarn like this. Make sure you push all the stitches inside to fit and to have a clean finish. So we'll pick up some stitches around to secure it, because it's gonna be for young kids and you don't want it to be dangerous for them. So make sure you do double knot like this, and you will do the same thing on the other side. And pick up some stitches again and pull after, and then you do a double knot. There, it's done. It's like when you do a double layer hat right here. So you did that, you stretch it, and very important, after you take your needle, reach the middle inside of it and reach the middle outside of it. So you will attach those two pieces of yarn together, double knot, and then you pull. Got it? Now you will count 23, is it 23? Yeah, 23 rows down, and then you will prepare to do the neck of your teddy bear, of your Happy Lovey bear. So you grab every 2 stitch and you stay on the same row, every 2 stitch. This, when you reach it, you will just do 1 knot together. In the video it doesn't look in the same row, but it is. So now it's time to stuff the head. Don't make too much. It's too much, it's like not good. So I push it with my hands inside, make sure I push it correctly. Put a little bit more maybe, and then you tight. You tight it, but if you tight it too tight, like very strongly, you're gonna end up with broken your yarn. So be careful, and don't worry anyways if it's not. If you go and look inside and you see a little bit of stuffing, like a less than a centimeter, don't worry, because we will close the bottom at the end, so no danger for the kids. If you want to keep it open, could be an alternative too, but better close the inside of the Happy Lovey bear to make sure you don't have the stuffing removed by the young. So these ears are easy to do, but you really have to do it like it's supposed. If you pull on it and it doesn't work, it's because you missed this thing. You have to wrap around it. Put your yarn around it. See? Right here. I go around it. So when I will pull on it, it will give the shape of the ears. I remember I didn't put that very slow on my other video and some people didn't get it. So this time I took time to go slower. So it helped. Sometimes it's not really easy to show everything with video. So, and when you end up at the end like this on the bottom, you will take the two pieces of yarn, like the starting yarn and the ending yarn, and you will go and pull a little bit like this to shape the ears, and then you will do a double knot with those two tail of yarn. So that's for the ears. Hope you enjoy it. So I will eye those little piece of yarn like this, and then I will go and do the second one. See, I just pull one layer of the head like this. I will do the same thing. Very important to go over, wrap like this, and then you go down. Oops, my yarn was stuck on the other ears. Go down. See, it doesn't look like the other one, but when you do the little trick, like I said, go wrap and then you pull, and it will give the shape of the ears that you're looking for. Voila, you have your two ears. Eye those little tail like this. And if you're still here, can you put a happy face in the comment, please? Thank you. So it's time to eye those little tail. I like the little lovey already. So now it's time to do the arms. For the arms, you try to stay on the same column in front and in the back. So I didn't count, but I think it was like 12. I go like 12 rows. I'm not sure. It's just a little bit upper the half from the neck to the bottom. So I go around like this and do a double knot, and I will hide it in the arms and cut. Be careful not to cut your work. Very important. So now I will go get the starting point and do a knot. Voila. And hide it in the arms or in the body. Doesn't matter, because we're gonna close the bottom. So once arm done, now I do the same thing. I stretch to make sure that I have the two layer, and I will go and find the column I want to follow and go in front, in the back, in front, in the back, and make sure that I will be the same height of the other ends, the other side. This, wrap it around 3 times, and then I do the knot. This, hello, and do a double knot here and hide it in the head. Now it's time to close it. It's like a faux graft. You grab one stitch on the other layer and one full stitch on the top, and you will do that till you reach the other side. I will put that a little bit faster, but I will slow down when I will get to the end. Don't worry. There. that stitch do a great finish. See, look great. But if you have another way to close it, use it. Never know, maybe it's end up better. I don't know. It's by trying that we learn. So continue like this, grab a full stitch and go on the other one. This one will be for my grandchild. Not great, but grandchild. Ariel. So grab full stitch for her Easter gift. There, almost finished. .10 already passed. Another 10 minutes and the video will be done. So halfway. So I'll slow down here. And I'll make sure that I grab all the stitches and do a double knot. Stretch it. And then I will attach it. There. And I did inside. There. And I did. Now we will cast on. Oh, I don't remember the name. It's the mouth. We're gonna say the mouth. I know it's not mouth. I don't remember. Muzzle. I'm not sure. We will say the mouth. So the mouth, we will need 13 rows. 13 rows. Put that in your notebook. So I'll continue to crank and time to remove it. So I will cast off. I cut the yarn and then open the yarn feeder. I already did, and I will crank to release all the stitches from the machine. I stopped just before the yarn feeder. I'm not remove the one that the tail of yarn is on. I will go to the next stitch to grab it, so it will prevent to end up with the old when we finish. So you grab all the stitches. I will put that a little bit faster. And then you will pull on the string of yarn to close the tube. And you go around a little bit like this to grab the stitches. And then you will pull like this. There. Around and do a double knot. When the double knot is done, you will be able to put it like this and join the two middle and attach those two tails together. Write it and put that aside and grab some black yarn, and we will do something very easy because I'm not the best one on it. We will go simple, just going by doing one line like this, and you don't pull too much on it because you don't want to change the shape of your circle. So first we will do 3 times like this, put it together, and we will pick on the side and we will do like a Y. And I didn't go like right in the middle because I was not able to get my needle in the middle, so I step up like 1 stitch lower to do the line, the first line, and then I will go from that line to do the Y on one side and the white on the other side. And then I will come back. We'll do that 3 times, and on the other side like this, right there. So we'll put that a little bit thicker. There, the Y is done. If you like it like this, you could keep it like this. Will be right cute too. But me, I decide to go across like this and go with it a couple of times like this. So I end up with an oval in the middle. But since I did a couple layer of yarn on the Y process, I'll be able to go pick on one side and get down a little bit, and we'll create a triangle, and I will fill it by going back and forth like this, and it will look great. There. So I will attach those pieces of yarn, cut the excess, and keep one long beige to attach the nose. And as you could see, you only need two pieces of tube to do the full lovey. So that's nice. Less trouble. You prepare it one night and you attach it on the morning. So it's nice. 13 rows for the nose or the mouth, and 120 for the body and in here. So that's a great thing. And less yarn. So continue like this. I will put that a little bit faster, but you will be able to follow it. Like right now it's at speed 2, so it's not too bad. You could grab one full stitch and one full stitch on the head. You don't have to tighten it too much because you will do a lot of stitch, so it will be secure, don't worry. Sometimes if you put too tight, it will change the shape of the head. Like this. And when you finish that, we will have to do the eyes. I didn't do any plastic eyes for this one because it's a lovey. A lovey usually it's under 3 years old. They're not reached 3 years old, so it's not secure. So better be safe than sorry. I decided to do the eyes with yarn. I did a sleepy bear. So almost reached the starting point. Continue, and I will be careful not to grab the black one. Go under it and we'll secure it, and I will do my knot here. First knot, I will do a second one, and I will hide it in the head. Cut the excess, and voila! Time to do the eyes. We are at the last step. So I go across like this. There. I do twice or 3 times, I'm not sure. And then I go on the other side. And I did put the needle to know exactly where to put the other stitch, to make sure those 2 eyes are the same size. So we go back and forth the same amount of, to make sure both of my eyes look okay. So we'll go and go at the starting point. I always keep some yarn when I start, like you could see. And now it's time to fix the eyes. Stretch it a little bit if you have to do. If not, don't do. And then I did put the yarn in the same stitches where I start, so now I will do a little knot, soft knot, and then a little bit tighter, but I made sure that I don't change the body of the eyes, not the body but the shape. So voila, it's done. Thank you so much. See you next week for a new video. Ciao ciao. Have a great week.